YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy, the one J. Welcome back to the show. Where my tornado heads at? My fiends, where y'all at? So look, after diving into this, because I saw this video and I was like, why does the Greenfield tornado sound familiar? It's because we did a video on it. It's because there was already a video on it. Although it was shorter, and I guess it didn't explain more in depth of the stuff. It was more about the chase. Because I believe, shout out High Risk Chris, I believe he chased this tornado. So, you know, we didn't really get enough on it. So, and he made a video about it. So, we're going to check it out. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope your family's doing well.
This is not a typical
back to
tornado.
the show.
In minutes, it would grow into this
saying?
monster. Shred apart wind turbines with ease. Almost hit multiple
I
storm
distinctly remember that.
chasers.
Oh,
However, the most remarkable part is scientists scanning this tornado record some of the fastest winds ever measured on Earth.
Oh,
and
boy.
this is all happening in a small town in Iowa.
dang Iowa.
It's late May of 2024, and what has already been an active tornado season. A powerful jet streak is about to overspread a region of moist, unstable air, the classic ingredients needed for a severe weather setup. In response to the conditions, meteorologists at the Storm Prediction Center issue a level 4 out of 5 moderate, with a 15%
Dang, that's most of the state right there.
chance of tornadoes in Iowa.
That's tough.
While this might seem like a slam dunk tornado setup, there are some uncertainties. Morning storms would cut off the eastward extent of the warm, unstable air, and to the west, a crashing cold front also confines the potential area for tornadoes. But if supercells fire in the right spot, a full-fledged tornado outbreak is possible.
Right.
After the morning storms pass through the area, the sky clears and the sun begins baking the ground.
Oh,
A
boy.
narrow corridor in southwest Iowa quickly becomes primed for tornadoes, with the Cape reaching values in excess of 4,000 joules per kilogram, or 4 times the energy typically needed to produce tornadoes. The wind shear is also off the charts, with a clockwise curved hodograph that resembles many historic violent tornadoes. With this much shear in the environment, any tornado that forms would move at almost 60 miles per hour.
AKA, get the hell out of there. Just leave the
Making
state.
it impossible
Leave the
for
state.
storm chasers to
Leave the
keep
state
up with.
and bump it.
Regardless, storm chasers and tornado researchers see the unfolding conditions in southwest Iowa and converge on the area. And
Everybody like,
I just
yeah,
so
yeah,
happen
yeah.
to be one of those chasers, alongside my friend Kelton.
Of course you, Chris. Of course you were,
Yeah,
Chris.
dude, I think that's a storm right
Shout out
there.
Kelton.
I agree. It's staying isolated too, which is really good.
While we had a feeling that we'd see some tornadoes
Oh, boy.
this day, we are completely unaware that we're about to chase a record-breaking tornado. By 3:30 in the afternoon, a broken line of supercells crossed the Missouri River into Iowa, and soon, one of the storms is rotating south of Red Oak, Iowa. Storm chaser Egan Young is positioned nearby when he begins recording the rotating supercell.
Isn't it always like that though?
RFT's
You never,
wrapping around, it's about to drop.
I guess you never really know
Ian, follow.
when it's gonna be one of them ones.
It's on the ground. It's on the ground. It's on the ground.
Brother, stop panicking.
The Red Oak tornado does
Definitely there.
minor damage to a few buildings before lifting, but soon a second tornado touches
sign
down
of things to
5
come.
miles to the south. The tornado is racing northeast at nearly 60 miles per hour, and it's getting stronger every second. Storm chaser Lincoln Hauser is positioned downstream of the tornado and stops to record as it crosses to his
might-
south.
Oh, I thought he was a little too close for comfort. I know how I get. I get anxiety looking at this.
This is not a classic-looking tornado. The large rotating mesocyclone has a visible debris cloud directly underneath, and the tornado continues to get stronger with time.
I believe it. I could tell.
To the north, Kelton and I strategically position further downstream because of the fast storm
Game
motions.
planning. Them
We
boys
start
game
to
planning.
close the gap. Eventually, we have a view of the ongoing tornado,
It's coming right here.
Oh, that's fun.
and it's moving towards us at highway speeds, making the situation more and more dangerous with every second that passes. Before I continue, let me tell you about the sponsor of this video.
Get your money, Chris.
Network decent about what happened.
NordVPN, go crazy. Oh, no, that's Zocdoc.
Storm chaser Stephen Jones moves
Got
in
another
for
one.
a close range intercept.
A new one. I thought it was going to be NordVPN again. Get your money. I'm off people making their money.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Right here! Oh,
Whoa.
stop!
That's really bad.
I see it!
While Stephen checks the property for victims, to the north, Kelton and I are still tracking the
Man.
tornado, which is now taking on a much more classic shape.
Yeah.
And this is when we make the first big mistake. We are so focused on this tornado, we forget to check radar, which is now showing a new point of rotation on
boy.
another storm to our south. This rotation rapidly develops into the third tornado of the day. Wyatt Marshall is right next to this new circulation and records the beginning stage of this tornado.
I love how he's gotten all this footage from like other fellow storm chasers and to combine it to make these videos. Again, shout out to the storm chasers, man. Y'all are different.
Looks can be deceiving because this is the tornado that goes on to break the record for the fastest wind speed ever recorded.
Oh, look at that funnel forming.
Monica Zamarin is on her way to work when she's overtaken
sorry.
by the tornado. Her vehicle is violently thrown into a ravine and Monica is ejected. The vehicle is reduced to a crumpled ball of metal, and Monica is found over 300 yards away. Tragically, Monica is the first victim of this tornado. Back to the north, Kelton and I are still tracking the other tornado
Man.
when a pivotal moment takes place. I turn north away from the tornado. However, Kelton continues driving east, completely unaware that another,
Kelton?
even stronger
Brother?
tornado is to his south.
Oh, man. Oh.
At the same time, Reed Timmer and his team are closing in on the two tornadoes, live streaming to an audience of over 10,000 viewers.
Wow. Okay. Wow, Reed let you use his footage?
Reed is positioned right between both tornadoes, but he chooses the southern tornado and begins to close the gap.
Oh, boy.
Alright, we're going in. Big time tornado intercept.
What you mean you're going in?
Yeah, directly.
You sure about that, Reed? There's no way I
right
intercepting.
side. Debris coming down.
There's no way I intercepting that.
What
No.
is subsonic soon? We get the path of it.
There's no way I'm going in that one.
Whoa!
Oh, we gotta go. Oh my god, it's gonna hit those wind farms.
Hey, that's out. It's destroying that window. Hit that window. Shredded that window.
The raw power of the tornado can be seen as it shreds apart wind turbines as if they're made of paper.
Paper mache, boy.
The footage also reveals
Nah.
the inner structure of the tornado, where
Nah.
the broader tornado
Look
is
at-
composed of smaller subvortices.
Yeah,
and
nah.
even those smaller subvortices are composed of sub-subvortices.
Nah.
This is among the most incredible footage ever captured of a tornado. And the sickening part is that this monster just keeps getting stronger.
Yeah, there ain't no way. There ain't no way I intercepting that.
Reed and his team fall behind
Ain't no
because
way.
the circulation is moving at more than 60 miles per hour. Meanwhile, to the north, 2 mobile Doppler trucks positioned to scan the ongoing tornadoes. Dow 6 is positioned near the town of
about
Bridgewater,
to scan
Iowa,
some,
and is
like.
scanning the tornado as it races northeast, sampling wind speeds well in excess of 200 miles per hour. This is as strong as tornadoes get, and it's showing no signs of weakening. At the same time, Kelton is continuing to drive east to keep up with the storm complex, completely unaware of the monster
Oh,
lurking
no, Kelton.
in the rain.
No, brother.
Concerned, I call to check in on him.
Where are you?
I'm just to the southwest of Greenfield.
Oh, southwest of Greenfield?
Yeah.
Be careful, you're a lot closer.
Yeah, I know. It's probably right behind me somewhere.
Or on the side of you. Oh no, it's definitely behind you.
Oh shit, is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, brother. It is. And it's moving.
Whatever it is crossing behind me. Oh my god, that's it.
Be careful, dude.
Yeah, I'm flooring it.
The tornado misses Kelton by less than a mile. If he had hesitated at any point prior, he
Yeah.
would have died.
Dude, that was f***ing close.
On the same road, the tornado completely flattens a farmstead where a family had taken cover in the basement, miraculously surviving with only minor injuries.
Whew. Nah.
After passing behind Kelton, the tornado reaches its peak width at just under 1 mile wide. On its current path, it actually seems like the tornado is going to miss Greenfield to the west. However, at the worst possible moment, the cold front overtakes the tornado, pushing it on a more eastward trajectory,
Oh, Lord.
right into the town of Greenfield. The front also cuts off the tornado's inflow in what's called an occlusion process, making the tornado rapidly contract in size. This might seem like a good thing, but due to
Just
the
focuses the
conservation of
energy.
angular momentum, the winds actually become stronger when the tornado shrinks in size, like an ice skater that spins faster as they pull
They
in
pull their body
arms.
in, yeah.
Dow
Oof.
7,
They bite
operated
in
by
their leg.
Dr. Karen Kasaiba, moves into position on the east side of town and starts scanning the tornado with high-resolution Doppler radar. The team is in an extremely dangerous position, right in the tornado's path, but they hold the line, collecting some of the most incredible radar data ever captured. When the tornado enters town, it cuts through one home after the next with ease. Because of the narrow width and extreme forward speed, this damage is essentially
Just
happening
wiping stuff out.
instantaneously. The Doppler on wheels is still scanning the totally invisible, rain-wrapped tornado. Emitted radar beams intersect the tornado at 100 feet above the ground, effectively capturing an X-ray image of the tornado's winds, and the velocities directly measured by the Dow team are staggering at between 263 to 271 miles per hour. These values extrapolate to 309 to 318 miles per hour at the ground. This is only one of 3 times winds exceeding 300 miles per hour have been measured on Earth, with this being the highest average captured by the team. And tragically, this is all happening in the middle of a small town in Iowa.
Come to think about it.
Tornado
If I'm not mistaken, didn't they say this was EF4? Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. But I don't think I'm tripping. I think they said this was EF4. How you get that with that wind speed? Over 300 on the ground. Man.
races
See,
at
I
over
told y'all, they
60
don't know what
miles
they-
per
they don't know
hour
what they
through
be talking
town,
about.
leaving a narrow but violent scar across Greenfield,
Don't know what they be
nearly
talking about.
hitting the town's hospital and tragically killing 4 different people: Michael Jensen, Lee Williamson, and Dean and Pamela Wiggins. In less than a minute, the town of Greenfield, Iowa is changed forever, and the record for the strongest winds ever measured on Earth is broken. The tornado continues a few miles past town before fully roping out.
Like, it's hard. It's like there's the good and the bad. The good is like it didn't hit a much more populated area, like maybe Des Moines or something, you know, or whatever. Another place in Iowa that's popular. Like that's the good part, but it's boy.
The day is far from over. The storm complex produces another tornado directly over where the Dow is positioned, tracking for 15 miles northeast of town. The complex produces another, even longer track tornado north of Des Moines, which nearly kills an oblivious trucker. "10 minutes after the tornado hit town, I make my way.
I gotta get to my stop.
And what I witness is hard to believe."
What?
Yeah, Greenfield was hit.
Damn, dude. That's done.
Wow. This is craziness. Really, really bad.
Like I
At
said,
this
man.
point, I knew the damage in Greenfield was bad, but I didn't know how bad. Wanting to document the historic event,
Like
I
said, it
launched
could
my
be
drone,
worse.
and what I see puts a pit in my stomach. This is by far the
Man.
worst tornado damage I have ever seen. This type of damage is extremely rare and consistent with only the highest end tornadoes. Little did I know, the strongest winds ever measured on Earth had gone through this area just 20 minutes earlier. In the months following, the National Weather Service conducted their official survey.
Let's hear this goofy. Let's hear this goofy goober. Let's hear this goofy. Look at this goofy goober.
Ultimately rating this tornado as an EF4 with
Kick freaking rocks, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's crazy. That's crazy.
peak winds of 185 miles per hour, which might seem a bit confusing because the Doppler radar measured winds up to 318 miles per hour, which is a huge difference. To understand this, you must understand how the National Weather Service rates tornadoes.
Hey, we all know the National Weather Service is a bunch of goofy goobers. Yeah, I said it. Y'all some goofy goobers, and y'all done underrated and probably overrated certain tornadoes. You telling me this tornado was a EF4? There's nothing here, brother. What are you measuring? You need new glasses.
Ratings
Ain't no
are
way.
strictly based on the damage done by the tornado, not the Doppler measurement, and the damage found in Greenfield only corresponded with a high-end EF4 tornado. However, the difference between the official 185 mile per hour rating and the Doppler measurement of 318 miles per hour seems like it's too much. Something else has to be going on. The disconnect between the measured winds and damage was discussed by Dr. Kasaiba and Dr. Werman, the researchers leading the Dow team, and they pointed out two possibilities. It could have been due to the small size and quick forward speed of the tornado. The enhanced Fujita scale is calibrated on sustained wind damage, which is not what happened here.
Yeah, it went over it so quick. But think about that. It did that damage so quick.
I made this animation to show the relative size and forward speed of the Greenfield tornado as it went through town, and it shows just how fast it happened. Every home that was impacted experienced tornadic winds for less than 2 seconds. So essentially this tornado was an extreme gust of wind. Not exactly sustained winds, or how the EF scale wind speeds are calibrated.
Come on, man.
The other theory is that the structures disrupt the wind current, slowing the winds at the surface. And the truth is probably a combination of both. This also shows some of the cracks in the EF scale. Damage might not always correspond to the exact wind speeds within a tornado. Regardless of the official rating, it doesn't change the fact that
There's
this
nothing.
historic
The tornado went over these places for 2 seconds. You telling me just a big gust of wind, just boom, gone, gone, bro, gone, 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 gone. Something left, mostly gone. Man, what are we talking about, bro?
meteorological event
What are we talking
occurred in the middle of a small town in Iowa, injuring 35
You ask
and
these
taking
people, I
the
bet they ain't saying
lives
no
of
UFO.
5 people. In the days and weeks following, the surrounding communities would come together to help rebuild Greenfield. I would also visit the town about a month after the tornado, and one of the things I noticed were all the corn stalks growing throughout the damage path.
That's crazy.
The tornado had actually carried seeds into town, and the heavy rain had germinated
That is
those
insane.
seeds. A strange 1 in a million set of circumstances.
Right. Huh. Hey, shout out High Risk Chris. Again, the link will always be in the description below if y'all want to watch the video without your boy blabbing. But man, hey, bump y'all rating, bro, cause y'all, man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here with that. That junk went over these houses for less than 2 seconds and nothing. House is nothing. Whatever. Hey. And the truck had the highest recording wind speed. Man, get out. Hey, look. If y'all like this video, y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all think your boy's tripping, hey, have at it. But I ain't thinking this no EF4. I don't care. Especially how some, like, this tornado showed signs of, like, how other powerful tornadoes showed signs with, like, the multiple vortices within the tornado. And it just, yeah, I don't know. I don't agree. But, you know, whatever. I don't work for the government. I don't work for the Weather Channel or whatever. Or National Weather Service. I don't care. But, like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe to your boy. It's your boy, the one, J.O. And I'm out. Hee.